Have a good night.
For many LGBTQ plus young people in Miami, finding a safe space to call home isn't always guaranteed.
I was escaping homelessness from my mother, and then I moved here with my dad, and we had a domestic violence issue in May, and ever since then, I've just been jumping around from shelter to shelter.
And 19-year-old Sanaya is not alone. According to statistics, about 2/3 of LGBTQ plus teenagers face family rejection, and many of them are forced to leave their homes and struggle with finding shelter, food, and healthcare.
You come out, you say, I am this. And what you're saying to somebody is just, see me, I am this person. And they get rejected for that. And a lot of times people will get kicked out of their homes. And so what is a 16-year-old person going to do if they lose their family their family support?
When Sanaya walked into Pridelines for the first time this past May, she wasn't just looking for shelter, she was looking for safety.
I was actually homeless, and they offered service. We have a youth lounge here, so I would always just spend my days here at the youth lounge and just stay. They also give out free food to everybody who comes, so I would just stay, rest, and just catch up on sleep and everything.
The Miami-based LGBTQ Support Center serves as a crucial resource hub, offering mental health counseling, HIV prevention services, and emergency housing assistance.
We also provide grocery and pantry supports because so often housing insecurity is also very much associated with food insecurity. Now, there's a lot of intersectionality between housing insecurity and also risk factors for acquiring HIV. So, these are all really important issues to us and also really big issues impacting LGBTQ youth.
Pridelines doesn't just offer assistance. They work to empower the LGBTQ plus community through education and advocacy. The organization started as a small support group for young people facing the HIV and AIDS crisis in the 1980s. And now it stands as a multi-generational hub, bringing together people of all ages and advocates to build a more inclusive future.
There's still so much work to be done here. And that's why Pridelines exists as a safe space open to community.
Pridelines has served more than 10,000 young people since starting 40 years ago, and members say that having locations in both Miami Beach and Liberty City is very important.
Being in a place surrounded by people who are like us, that's great for us. But who out there really learns, right? Being in a place where there's a smaller LGBTQ population really gives us an opportunity to do outreach in a way that we wouldn't be able to do somewhere else.
Pridelines walls are filled with messages of hope, art, and identity, a reflection of the community and people that it serves. But beyond just emergency help, it's a safe space for LGBTQ plus youth to begin to rebuild their sense of self. Sanaya's story is similar to many others at Pridelines, and she says that reaching out saved her life, and she wants others to know they're not alone.
Everyone is very understanding because we just all come from a place of love, so don't be scared to reach out to anyone, and they'll support you, they'll hear you, and they listen to you. They're willing to all the time.
Whether it's through a warm meal, a place to sleep, or just someone to listen, Pridelines continues to be a lifeline for LGBTQ plus young people navigating some of life's hardest challenges.
I think that Pridelines being as long-standing as it is speaks to its power and speaks to its ability to maintain and grow. In the future, Pridelines would be here and would have saved generations, and those people will come together and have kept it maintained and supported and going forward strong.
For Sanaya and everyone else who's ever set foot here, Pridelines is more than a place. It's a path forward. Melanie Lowe, UMTV.